Hi, it's John. I'm on the Wessex Ridgeway, just at Bookham, and it says Alton Common that way, 3/4 of a mile. So I haven't been this way before, so it'd be a nice chance to see what's going on up here. Well, that opens up into quite a nice scene. I've got it on telephoto a bit, so I've had to stand quite a way away, so I'm making quite a lot of noise. I'm sort of like speaking loudly. Yeah, it's funny to think of these, what they call common, thinking of this, being some common land around here, and the amount of people that must have been around when there was common land here. I don't think this footpath is very well walked because these cattle, they don't seem to be used to people. They seem to think it a rather exciting event that somebody is coming walking through their field. I'm not frightened of them. There are some that I'm frightened of around here. The Herefords, I'm quite frightened of the Herefords because they've been used to being led on a halter. As these old Frisian stupid things. Not afraid of them. Sound a bit breathless. It's not particularly picturesque down here. The land's quite rough like common land, but there are some willow trees there which could, well, be nice from the other side in the morning, and the ridges on the hill there. I think it was Corot, an artist who painted willow trees and made them look very special. Of course, if you get an artist make a picture of something like willow trees, every time you see the willow tree it reminds you of the picture, so the artist helps you to see things. When I worked on the farm, and between the ages of about 17 and 22 or something, I'd quite often be sent out in the afternoon when the cattle were fed and before they needed feeding in the evening, to dig ditches out, and I'd quite often have to dig a ditch like, it would be like this, because the cattle had got down in the ditch to drink, and then it gradually knocked the edges down, and that would be the starting point. Dig it out with a shovel, and spend the afternoon doing that. Motivation was the most difficult thing. I'd be on my own and I didn't really know how much I was expected to do or anything, but it was the motivation which was difficult. I would normally have a little transistor radio and be listening to that, Radio 2 normally, and I used to spend the afternoons doing it. It wasn't too bad. If the weather wasn't too bad. If it was wet or if it was very, very cold, it wasn't so nice. But there wasn't any shortage of ditches that had got to this sort of state. And of course, it wouldn't be very long before, after I dug them, that they got back to that state, because the cattle would get in. So you have there is a wire fence here, but the cattle have trampled it down. So you normally have a one strand wire around a ditch, and of course they get their head under it and mess about. I mean, I have this theory that that cattle just want to level everything. That's their sort of program in life. They level it all with their head and with their hooves and everything. Especially cattle like these who are very lively. The old water boatmen. I mean, how do they survive? You know, who knows the life cycle of a water boatman? But somehow they survive in this hoofed up, oxed up ditch. Having a happy little life. Contented life. Look at those sloes. And there's ivy there. That hedge hasn't been cut last year. I don't know whether it's a sort of conservation area around here. I think the sloes take a long time to ripen. Then I'm not sure what bird eats them. But there's a good lot there. The cattle are having a bit of a rest under the tree, but they've got their eye on me. They think there's something I'm going to be doing, but I'm not. Rose hips. I think the thrushes will eat those. Hawthorn berries. Sort of maroon colour. Quite stunning, really. I'm on the way back now. So the cattle have followed me out, and now they're following me back. This one's particularly tame, aren't you? Yes, they're still following me. Cows have a little track, so they're generally keeping to their track. And I've kept to their track as well. I get some interesting shadows now at this time of day. The small copper butterfly is still there. I've been chasing it along a bit. It's quite flitting about a bit. Nice to see him, but not many here. Possibly just this one. Well, that's me done for the day. It's been quite hot now, I'm really sweating. Had a nice walk, explored a new area. Right, bye for now.